Hey, don't see the chain. Please be in the line first. Save it. Good night. 9 to 6 is the full number. 9 plus 9. One is the line. The line. 10 plus root 5.
Gokulanji.
10 plus.
Mike.
10 plus.
All teachers, staff, go and sit wherever you are. Don't involve. Any staff, teachers, go and sit somewhere. All staff, go and sit somewhere. Don't involve. Is she a teacher? She doesn't listen, right? All the students occupy the chair. The last person sitting will get beaten up. Sit fast. Just sit. No, silence. Just sit. Back on straight. Don't move your chairs. Don't move your chairs. Don't move your chairs. Sit quiet. Close your eyes. Sit down. Sit down on the chair. You don't have chairs? Go and pick up chair. Go fast. Don't look other direction. Straight. If I start beating you, you will bleed, I tell you. Get up. Take your chair and go back. I am not asking you, I am asking him. You don't have to turn anyone. Understood? Move this fellow out. Those who don't have chair, go back. Move your chair. Come here. Take the line. Look straight. Each one of you have a chair behind. The distance is also equal. Line, we check the line. Go a little back. I want straight. Exactly behind. Exactly behind. Look. No gap in between. Straight. No gap in between. Fast. If I come and check, you will have problem. Last fellow, come here. Come behind him. I want equal number. Come here. Don't. I want space. I want space. People have to walk. When I ask you to make it straight, that doesn't mean you have to become knee to knee. Had breakfast? You want a little more pen? Okay, then stop by. Those who sat, close your eyes. Sit straight, backward straight. Straight. First student. Just now I told the two teachers they did not communicate with me. Did you do it now? I told the two teachers they did not communicate with me. Did you do it now in between this time? Did you send a message to me now? That is correction process, right? When somebody says you have not done it, what is the activity to be done? Okay. Or do it. See, when somebody asks you did not do it, what does it mean? What does it mean? All of you have pen and paper. If not there, go and take it. Come back without moving the chairs in the same place. You don't have to make noise. Full silence. If you don't have pen and paper, I say. If you want to drink water, drink water. Then what? They should move if they are interested. All this introduction is wasted. They don't even listen to it. It's all ritual. I don't believe in any rituals. Okay. Understood? The Thanksgiving is useless unless after the session they don't communicate. Okay. You know, 10 of your teachers have given a missed call, but they didn't store my number. What is the point in giving missed call? They don't store the number. Huh? 6, 5, before 0 you must be in seat. Don't take your own time. 6, 5, 4, otherwise you will be out of the class. 3, 2, you cannot be lethargic. No laziness. You have to be smart. I was asked to speak on 21st century skill. And this is what is 21st century skill.
Smart. I have been here almost 1 hour. I heard a lot of great questions. I don't think I am better person to answer all the questions. Is it comfortable sitting like this or sitting on the floor? Louder. Will you be able to concentrate more when you are comfortable or uncomfortable? Very, very clear, right? How do you focus on something? When you are comfortable. When you are not comfortable, you will not be able to focus, right? Yes or no? Yes. Don't see my first face. From now my face is different. Okay? Don't think that DrTPS is very strict. I am not at all strict. But I am very disciplined. Understood the difference? Each word what I am speaking now, I spoke discipline, smart, 21st century. I want all of you to keep writing. Don't look at my face. Look in your book, start filling. Take a new page. You are going to show me that. If you are my student, you must send it to me. Take a picture and send it to me with your name. And actually, many people speak about 21st century. I am against that. Yes, given a topic 21st century. What is century? 100 years. Do you think I am making you 100 years for how to become smart? I will not be there, none of you will be there, right? Will you be there? Don't do animal's job. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Ah. Louder. Ah. I don't know whether you have seen any English class in Europe, America. They will not say A. They will say A. The first class in LKG, UKG is open the mouth. Your communication is good. See, you look at my mouth. Do I speak like this or do I open my mouth? Am I audible to you or not? Yes, sir. No, sir. Don't call me sir. Yes, enough. Understood? When I am asking question, I know you are answering me only. Correct? Yes. Correct? Yes. I don't have to ask correct to get an answer. You are answering me only. I asked you. I don't have to ask for your yes. You are answering to me. Say yes. Yes. Understood what I am saying? When I complete my sentence, your response should come. I used the word response. Did you write or not? What is that? Yeah, you should keep on writing, I told. You should have response. Response is when I give my telephone number to you, you are responding means you are sending message to me. If you are not sending message, you are not responding. If you are not responding, you are a buffalo. You are an animal. Understood? You can see animals on the road. The people will honk. They will look at you like this. Because they are animals. They cannot respond. But they react. You know, what do they react? If somebody comes with a stick and beat, what they will do? Yeah, you are all animals like that. You have to get scolding. Then only you will do it. From parents. So you want to be an animal or a human being? Human being. How? Responding. Responsive. Response. So many words are there. Look at which are all the words related to this. Then you will enjoy. Respond to the situation. Respond to the call. React to the call is animal nature. Responding is human nature. Now should I ask, is it correct to react? See, South India and North India, the basic difference is they respond. North Indian people, if I tell like this, immediately they will say, yes! I want that answer from you. For each one sentence, each one phrase which you really loved it, don't worry whether the other buffalo is sleeping or not. You say yes so that that buffalo will wake up. Ready or not?
Yes!
Louder.
Yes!
Your vocal cord will become good when you shout like this. I am going to put this on YouTube. All your teacher session I have put. Anyone of you have seen?
No!
Wonderful students. Your teachers don't tell that a useless fellow came and spent 1 day with us. It was all waste. Correct? Yes or no? When I say yes, if you don't agree, you should say no also. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam, Nanam, Naranam, Adiko, Vishesho, Nane, Bihina, Pashubi, Samana. Aharam, you know, right? Aharam, Nidra. Soon after Aharam, Nidra. Bhayam. All of you have Bhayam. About 21st century. Because you are not going to cross 21st century. You will die. I will also die. But earlier people talked about centuries in history. Today, history doesn't change in centuries. It changes in decades. Understood? Earlier we move very slow, but you have to move very fast. Today morning while driving, every day when I drive, I will see somebody goes like this. Ooh. Have you seen the bike fellow?
Yes!
They are smart, I am not smart. And I will say, why they are driving like this? You know why? Because they can drive. Very simple answer. You know why I am irritated? Because I cannot drive like that. Very simple. I get irritated in children because I cannot do what you are doing. You can see TV, you can read, you can talk to your friends, you can eat chips, you can get scoldings, and you can listen to music, and you can scratch somewhere else. Everything can be done parallelly. We cannot do that. When we scratch, nothing can happen. Only scratching will happen. We are one-dimensional people. You are multi-dimensional fellows. So you move very fast. So this is which decade of the 21st century? You have taken birth in third decade of 21st century. So this class is not for 21st century. It is for 3, 2, 1. What's my class?
3, 2, 1!
So you should tell. One old fellow came with a grey head. You don't care his name. I asked whether I was introduced to you. You don't have to introduce on the podium. You should have been informed that DrTPS is coming. Yesterday I have spent 20 minutes to scold one of my students on Gmeet. I told I am going to post it today on YouTube. All the scolding. She was telling, don't put my face. I said I am going to put. I didn't put. Already it is now posted. But last 2 times I scolded very thoroughly and it is posted. So she got a lot of calls. Who is this person scolding you like this? The same thing what I said just now. Response and react. That was the reason. What is lacking in all of you and most of you? We have a great person, Swami Vivekananda. Did somebody ask him to go to Chicago and give a speech?
No!
When somebody asks you, when you do it, it is reaction. Look at Kalam. Did somebody ask him? Do you know the great story about Kalam? In Hyderabad, he was there in DRDO. He was a scientist in DRDO in Hyderabad. So he used to go for morning walk. There was a gardener who asked, what should I plant? He said, nothing. Wherever I go for walk, on both sides I like to see coconut trees. Because he was in Kerala for a long time and Tamil Nadu, Kerala has got a lot of coconut trees. That many are not there in Hyderabad. And DRDO has got a large campus. Wherever I walk, you should make coconut tree. How much you will charge? He said, doesn't matter. He is a boss, right? Wherever you walk, that morning walk, both sides I wanted to see coconut tree planted. You know what Kalam did? Every day he started walking in different directions. Understood? So what happened? That fellow said no charge because he thought only one road, no. That's why you can see a lot of coconut trees in the place where he stayed. He was not a very genius person. Don't think that no, Kalam is a great genius person. His English is not that fabulous. If you look at reactions on YouTube or messages, you will see not at all good standard. So communication, talking to people is not fabulous English. But whereas the next person, Vivekananda's English was fabulous. You know how many minutes he spoke in Chicago, the great famous Chicago speech? How many hours?
1 minute. 3.5 hours.
Google it. I don't give answers. It is not to your imagination. It's too short.
5 minutes.
Actually, he had a lot of stage fear. His name was in the first half. He was asking the anchoring person, please put me after something. 2 times he went and asked, don't call me in the beginning. Because he has seen all of them are great people with the coat, boot, suit and all that, right? He was in a different dress. He didn't have confidence because he never gave a public speech before going to Chicago's first speech. Before that he had only one satsang, that was in Hyderabad. And that college is in the center of Secunderabad. And that's a technical engineering college now. There is an auditorium called Vivekananda Auditorium there. That's where he interacted. Great man. And Nizam called and said, I am going to sponsor your whole ticket. He said, not required, I already sponsored by somebody else. I don't require your help. We have a great science institute, Indian Institute of Science. It is called a Tata Institute, locally. Auto rickshaw fellow will not know Science Institute. IASC, take me to IASC. Auto fellow will ask you, where is it? But you should tell Tata Institute. That's under the name of Tata. Actually, that institute was started by Vivekananda's vision. Understood? Because they were traveling in a ship together, he told Tata, where are you going? For processing the steel, I want to get some steel. Bhilai steel plant was Tata's plant. He said, no, you process it in India. He said, no, I don't know how to process it. Start an institute to teach metallurgy. And he was a BA. BA is Bachelor of Arts, Humanities person. And he got invitation to become director of Indian Institute of Science. A dropped out graduate program. To become a director, you don't require qualifications. You require knowledge. That was that time. But third decade of 21st century, always look for your certificates in India, but not outside. To go for masters in Europe, masters in America, they will not ask you your degree certificate and graduation. They will ask you first SOP. SOP, statement of purpose. What is statement of purpose? Why do you want to go and study there? Number one. Number two, what do you want to study there? So what is most important? You are all made to sit here because you are a student. By mistake you came to class today and you are forced to sit here. Actually you are not interested to listen to me. Because interest comes only when you are informed about it. You should tell who is this person coming. And you all have Google. Go and Google and find out who is this person. Then your curiosity will improve. Nobody goes for a movie without knowing the movie name. Will you go? No. You know who is going to act there.
Yes.
Where is it shooted?
Yes.
Who is the director?
Yes.
You know all things about it. The whole movie. You read reviews. You heard somebody talking about, and you will also tell your father, brother, sister. Did any one of you told this today that I am going to attend DrTPS class today? In your parents? Don't fool yourself. I am sure you must not have told your parents that today I have a lecture by DrTPS. I am going to listen to them. In the same zeal as I am sure you will go and tell your parents, relatives, friends, I am going for a movie today. How do you get Shraddha? In the movie theater, did you had a problem of Shraddha? In a minute, 100 frames, no more than that. HD movies and all, high density will have more than 200 frames. 200 frames per second. Multiply by 60 per minute. Multiply by 60. Multiply 2 hours. That many frames are coming. Each one is a picture. And one of the picture is printed and put in a poster. And you are traveling in a bus very fast. One glance is enough. You will tell which scene, what was the dialogue, everything. Your brain is too good. But why? Why you are able to have Shraddha? Because you prepared for that. Shraddha comes only when you prepare. Shraddhavan lebhate jnanam. Shraddhavan lebhate jnanam. Dr. Krishna, you know who is Dr. Krishna?
No.
Sudarshana Shastram.
Yes.
Who has Sudarshanam?
Krishna.
What is Darshanam? Philosophy. Sudarshanam, good philosophy. He gave lecture to Arjuna. He did not give lecture just like that. He asked, what do you want? So many questions came and he started giving answers. And after each chapter, Arjuna make a paraphrasing. This is what I learned from you, but not easy to practice. Arjuna was a very sincere boy. 65-and-a-half-year-old boy. Don't think by looking at his face, he is much elder than me, Arjunata. My brother, elder brother Arjuna. Got it? And lot of questions. So who created the Bhagavad Gita? Not Krishna, Arjuna, who asked a lot of questions. What is the beauty of that science? Not even 21st century. The century is to come, it will be applicable. So you had a question, how to get concentration. You are all stupid people, yeah, you learned Bhagavad Gita, heard many times, but you did not see that answer there. It's already there. Why are you asking such questions? Silly questions which can be got in any books, which you must have seen many times. The book is there in your house. What is the purpose of having book when you don't read it? Shraddhavan lebhate jnanam. It is not practicable. I will not be able to do it. It is as difficult as stopping a wind. Arjuna says, it is as difficult as stopping a wind. Immediately Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kauteya. Practice it, you will be able to do it. Is there a better lesson than this?
No.
Why do you want a motivation class? What is to be done in 21st century? Read Bhagavad Gita, 21st century. If you cannot understand in this style, look at DrTPS Gita. I told your teachers also, but I have not seen anybody look at it and say, yeah, this paragraph, the explanation was good. If you tell like that, you are a good student. If you are a good student, you are a good teacher. Don't think that the teachers are only after B.Ed. I don't have a B.Ed. I don't have a B.Ed. I am not qualified as per Government of India to teach in the schools. But I must have taught millions of students like you. Millions of teachers like you. So, certificate is different from knowledge. Understood? You can make money also. Doesn't mean that you cannot make money. You can make money. But only thing what you should have, passion, interest. Who has got that? Ahara, Nidrya, Bhaya, Maithunam. All these four qualities for equal for human being and animal. Jnanam naranam adhiko vishesho. Knowledge is extra to human being. How many of you are in 9th grade? The first chapter is number system, right? Look at DrTPS number system. Yesterday only I taught somebody from Dubai. Twins. I did not put their picture because they told don't, because I keep scolding them. Their mother also. This also will post, I am sure. If they see, they will know. They are all fed like this. So I posted yesterday. I was seeing somebody was asking the earlier session, how many of you attend tuitions? Raise your hands full. Don't do like this. I have seen a lot of you doing like this. Raise your hands. Do you attend tuitions? Raise full hand like this. I have seen more hands. No, I have seen. Why are you delaying? Are you not getting my question? I know. I have seen. I was sitting behind. I know who are the people. Raise your full hand. How much time it takes for you to raise hand? Why are you lazy? How many of you attend tuitions? I asked. Yeah. You are not bad. Your parents are worst. Suppose somebody gives you breakfast at home. Morning mother is giving breakfast. Immediately you go for a breakfast in a restaurant. Understood what you mean? Every day you are doing it. Do you think you will eat at home happily? Because you know you are going to eat in the restaurant, right?
Yes.
When you eat in the restaurant, you cannot skip breakfast because mother is giving, they are forcing you to eat. So in the restaurant you are not hungry, you are forcefully eating it again. Both you will not enjoy. If I happen to be your mathematics teacher in this school and I know this student is going for tuition, I will commit suicide. Because it's my bad that my student is going to somebody else to learn maths again. Shame for teachers. I should throw them out, or if you have some problem, I must be able to answer it. Why are you going to tuitions? Because what you taught in the classroom is not correct or not. Number one. Number two, why I said parents are waste. Most of the children go to tuition because the parents cannot entertain you at home. You will become the worst people playing around, doing nothing, and parents are not at home, so they don't know what are you going to do. So it's like a soft jail again. Put them there under some. It has become a fashion. You know, we had a great economics professor long back who wrote the first book in economics in India. Which is that book? Arthashastram, Kaudilya, Chanakya. Heard about him? Yes. He left his village because his students are going for tuition. And on the way he picked up one student. He became Chakravarti later in India. Understood?
Yes.
I also went for tuitions just to test whether the teacher knows something extra or not. I found that that fellow doesn't know anything. He is the same person teaching me in the classroom. You have to have relaxed time to read. How many of you read your first few lines in your textbook? Starting lines. Starting lines, introduction in the number system. I just remember that. Okay, who is Baudhyayana? Who is Baudhyayana? Which grade you are better? 8th grade. Where did you study? Come here. Where did you study? Eh? No, where did you study this? 7th class? 7th class, Pythagoras theorem chapter. There is a small sentence which says Baudhyayana. And that Pythagoras theorem is called Baudhyayana's Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Sir. Yes. Yes.
hold your hand here. Keep it here. beat your face. Yeah. For calling me sir, that's a punishment, okay? Wonderful, love you. That 9th class student from Dubai, I asked the same question. Do you know Baudhyayana? No. Why? Because 7th class textbook is not learned perfectly. What is the value of pi?
3.14.
Yeah, other number?
Sir, 22/7.
Ah, wonderful. What is pi? Rational or irrational? What is the definition of irrational number?
Sir, I didn't learn.
You don't know, only 9th class. Tell me one 9th class. Come here. Yeah. Go. Good boy. Give him a big clap. What's your name, beta? Eh?
Kartikeya.
Kartikeya. 100% sure, right? Kartikeya knows everything. He is the god of astrology. I learned astrology, Kartikeyas. I am a Kartikeya student. Bright fellow, right?
Yes.
And Shiva loved him. Therefore, give a beautiful car for him. Peacock car. He did not like Ganesha. So gave a...
Rat.
Imagine a bulky fellow sitting on a small rat. What a shapa. Is the worse than this a father can do it to a son. So disparity will be there at home. Yeah.
An irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed in the form of p by q.
What is the value of pi?
22/7.
Hold your hand like this and beat yourself and go and sit there. What's your name?
My name is Sahasra.
Contradicting. Irrational number is what cannot be written as p by q. Pi is rational or irrational?
It's irrational.
It is irrational. Next line. Pi value is 22/7. All of you raise your hands like this. Keep it on your head. Janma useless. Go and sit. See, you are reading lines in between. You read, yeah. Pi is an irrational number. Correct? Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Kartikeya, you learned pi. Irrational also. What is irrational? She defines. What's your name? Sahasra. Sahasra. Dala Padma. So many slokas are there starting. Sahasra says which cannot be written as p by q. Then I asked what is the value of pi? 22/7. But you are writing it in the form of p by q, right? What is the value of 1? Will you say 0.9999? What is the value of pi? Pi is a number. The value of pi is pi. There is no other value for pi. Value of pi is pi. Value of root 2 is root 2. That's a number. You will learn it in number system. Pi is a number. Root 2 is a number. Listen, DrTPS. Last class of mathematics. You will learn this in a different style. Not in the way you learn in a classroom. If you don't understand this and read all the lines, you read only one line, you are being fooled. You are being fooled. Half knowledge is waste. Don't worry, 7th class. But as you grow, don't forget 7th class maths, physics, chemistry. 9th it is again used. Because there only one mention will be there. The root 2 is introduced through Pythagoras theorem. But then you should stand and say it is not Pythagoras theorem, it is Baudhyayana's theorem. If any student tell this in 9th class, then you are a student. Genuine student. Otherwise you have the title of a student but not a student who want to learn. Manushya Rupena Mrigascharanti. Like a human being, one animal is going. That's it. When you get to that, you become Jnanam, knowledgeable. Your knowledge become 100%. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes.
Do you have interest in learning?
Yes.
How can you have interest in learning? When the actors are not good, do you think you have interest in the movie?
No.
Assume that you are being taught biology by Aishwarya Rai, Physics by Shah Rukh Khan. Hindi by Amitabh Bachchan. Amir Khan will teach you mathematics. Your enthusiasm will become great, right? In the class? Your class has to be like that. You must enjoy. It's like a drama. Your maths class has to be like a drama. It's so boring. You are imagining, right? How my teacher will teach maths and then how is it? You don't have to worry because whatever time you are investing, if you don't read, you don't have to relax time. You don't have a lot of questions in your mind. That will come only when you think about it. You don't have time to think. Somebody gives you question, somebody gives you answer. You cannot be a good student. So 21st century is creativity. Create lot of questions. Quest. Quest is the root word for question, for which you will hunt for answers. 21st century MOOC. MOOC is the learning platform. Classes are useless, teachers are useless. They are only there because there is a structure here which cannot be demolished. A good student will learn much better in the massive open sources. You can take degrees from open universities, edX, Coursera. Anybody can do it. If you have computer access, you can register, start learning from today. You can become master of different subjects, not one subject, many subjects. Every subject is related. Every subject is related. When you look at cosmology, the whole universe, yesterday I was explaining. Universal gravity, string theory, quantum jumping. If you don't know all these words, keep writing so that you can Google. Otherwise you will remember, he told so many words, nothing I know. Nothing you know is not a problem. But nothing should be left without knowing tomorrow, for which you need some tag. But all that I am explaining using the basic Newton's second law momentum. When the same momentum you apply in the universe, it becomes huge knowledge, which is the most ultra-modern physics. But ultra-modern physics you know only when you know the quantum physics. Quantum physics you know only when you know the basic physics, classical physics. The classical physics you know only when you know the Newton's laws. Very simple. So you are not learning 7th class for writing exams. It is first create. And what is the greatest science? Cosmology. The universe, multiverse, universe, multiverse. All that when you learn, the whole universe you are learning, in which one of the solar system and one of the planet in that solar system, when you learn about that, cosmology is physics, right? Learning about orbit mechanics, universal gravity, all that is called the physics, subject of physics. But when you talk about the earth, it becomes geography. So who is a social science teacher? A subset of, a small portion of physics teacher. So I know physics, therefore I know geography. If I know about all the planets, will I be able to say I don't know about earth? If I know about earth, I am a geography teacher. If I go inside earth, geology, geophysics. If I look at the earth on top, it becomes topography, mapping. And if I know about the atmosphere, again physics will come. But that climate predictions and etc. will come in geography. What happened in this place, when, where, how, why? History. Why it happened, it becomes civics. Are you getting? Lot of WWF. That is social science teacher. But without mathematics, social science teacher is a big zero. Now, history is over, social science is over. Now look at earth. See all the animals and plants around. Biology teacher. Zoom inside and look up to 10 power minus 10. No, minus 6. 10 power minus 6 in mathematics is called a 10 power minus 6 meter means? Micro. Micro means 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 meter. Micrometer. Nanometer, 10 power minus 9. Because in Western system, everything after 3 they have a comma. That's why micro, nano. They will only count 1, 10, 100, 1000. 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, then 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion. Because they don't have so many names. But in India we had so many names. You go and ask one of the priests in the street, he will be chanting lot of mathematics. Have you heard? Chamakam, chamakam. Otherwise ask your grandparents who are slightly oriented towards rituals. Ekachame, 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 trishyashtame, trishyashtame, panchajame, 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 saptajame, saptajame, navajame, navajame, ekachame, ekachame, trayodashame. You know what is it? 1, 3, 5, 7, saptajame, navajame, 9, ekadashachame, 11, trayodashachame, 13. They will count from morning onwards. You don't study well in mathematics, you want to get good marks, go to the puja fellow, give him some money, he will keep chanting arithmetic progression. Luckily he doesn't know that it is arithmetic progression. And some god doesn't like arithmetic progression. Next chapter. What is the next chapter? After arithmetic progression. Are you students or not? What is the next chapter? After arithmetic progression, which progression you learn? Who is that bright fellow? Good boy. Love you. Geometric progression. That is also there. Some god doesn't like arithmetic progression. Ekamcha, ekamcha, dashamcha, dashamcha, shadamcha, shadamcha, sahasramcha, sahasramcha, ayudamcha, ayudamcha, prayudamcha, niyudamcha, kayudamcha, vaidamcha. It goes up to 10 power 57. Ekam, dasham, shatam, sahasram, ayudam, prayudam, nayudam, kayudam, chaydam. It goes up to 10 power 57. Jamakam. Learn mathematics from the pujari. But Western system have got only million, trillion, trillion, then million, billion, billion, trillion, billion, trillion. That's it. They keep on repeating it many times. That's it. Got it? So zoology up to 10 power minus 6. After 10 power minus 6, no biology, no life. Up to 10 power minus 6, cell. Cellular biology, molecular biology, microbiology. Finished. After that, again zoom it further, it becomes nanotechnology. No biology. Nano is 10 power minus 9, 10 power minus 6 biology. Beyond that, it becomes molecule. Beyond that, it becomes atom, 10 power minus 13. So who is a chemistry teacher? A biology teacher with a bigger microscope. They don't see life, they go inside life and see molecules, atoms, electron, neutron, proton, going around. What around what? Nucleus, electrons goes around it. So what is atom? Atom is nucleus, electrons, protons or space. Which is more? If electrons have to go around it, it has to have a lot of space. So what is inside atom maximum? 99.999% is space. What is there in the space? Space. So you want to know the space? Or you want to know the atom? Both are same sides. Orbit is there in the chemistry, orbit is there in the space. I am a space scientist. Gum department. My department in Sanskritam is called the Gum department. Gum means space. All of you have space inside you. If you add su, it becomes sukham. If you add du, it becomes dukham. Gum is common. What is common? Sukham and dukham? Gum. So you want to make your gum good or bad? Good. So make sukham. What is sukham for you? Sleeping? Wonderful. Wonderful time in the morning, right? Sunday tomorrow is the most precious day because you can sleep as long as you want. I also love sleeping. Is there a better world than this? To become silent. Why do you want to close your eyes? Don't think about anything. While sleeping for 6 hours, 8 hours, you did not think about anything. And morning again, you have to close your eyes and think about nothing. Waste of time, yeah. I was asking somebody, I will teach you yoga to become fit. He said, yesterday evening itself I am totally fit. You know the fit means another fit, right? Either spirit or spirituality, two things can make you fit. Spirit or spirituality. You know spirit? Ah, you know. Okay. Wonderful. Biochemistry will change. One peg is enough. Biochemistry changes. A person who gives talk, give one peg, he will sit in a corner and do like this. Somebody is sitting like this, give him one peg, he will talk about chemistry, physics. Wonderful. Biochemistry changes. So your body chemistry matters. So your character depends on the food. 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Kattam Lavana Tushna. Starting sloka. Biology is there. Chemistry is there. Physics is there. Where did you start? Physics. Where did you end? Electron, neutron, proton, neutron, fission, nuclear. Take a nucleus, cut. Take a tomato, cut. To take a tomato and cut, what knife you want? Bigger than tomato or smaller than tomato? Assume that you take a tomato and take a big, not sharp. Sharp means the edge is only touching, right? Micro tip is touching. You don't call it as cutting, you call it as smashing. And that smashing is called a fusion. Cutting is called fission. Simple. Big or small knife. So if you take electron is smaller than nucleus. Electron knife and then cut nucleus. That's what my son is doing. My son is a nuclear scientist in America. He cuts, he changes shape of neutrons. Where did you learn? Basic 7th class atom. How do you know this is used there? General knowledge. Where do you get it? Your teacher may not tell in the class. Google it. Earlier when people don't know, they used to ask, your grandfather and all will ask like this. I am not able to get. What you should do it like this. Keep the phone and then do like this. Everything will come in front of you, right? So learning is not very difficult today. You're all blessed to be multimedia children. 3, 2, 1, multimedia children. 3, 2, 1, multimedia children. You're all multimedia children. You have more knowledge. I know many things. Yesterday also I was telling my student, how do you know this? I said I have bright children who ask a lot of questions to me. So I love questions. I got a lot of questions. I think I answered all of them. He gave a lot of questions. These are all the questions to be asked. So what I did is, all that I answered in my lecture. I don't want written questions. I want somebody from this, because you don't know who is this person. Without knowing, how do you ask questions? So close your eyes. Think about what happened now. Acharyat Padamadate. From Acharya you get 1/4. Padam Shishya Swametheya. You have to think and learn yourself now. Think and learn all what had happened now. Open your eyes. Hold your fingers like this. Take a deep stretch. Don't you do this when you become bored? Yes, full stretch. Beat your friend both sides. Tish. Rub your eyes. Backbone straight. See, when I say backbone straight, you are moving means so far you are sitting like this. If you don't move, that means always you are like this. Got it? Give your notebook to your neighbor. Left or right, it doesn't matter. Back or front, it doesn't matter. Give your notebook. Ask them to read. Padam sa brahmacharibhya. Whatever you learn, you are sharing to your friend. None of your notes should be with you. Give it fast. Don't fill. Don't you feel now, I should have written more. I should have written with good handwriting. I should have written some more points. Read. Tell me whose note is not written anything. Now you are a teacher and the other fellow who gave you notes is your student. Give marks. How much mark you will give it to that notebook? Out of 10. Put to the mark fast. Look at it very fast. Don't take too much time. Just look at it. Out of 10, how much mark you will give it to that notebook? Evaluate. Do it fast. How much mark you gave it to your friend for making notes? 21st century or in the whole world, every time. The best ability, write down this. In your friend's notebook you write. Not your notebook, your friend's notebook you write. The best student is one. Write it. The best student is one. Earlier you must have written words only, but I want this to be a sentence. A best student is one who take notes. Who take notes. You have taken notes now from my lecture. And make notes. That's what he has given. My brother has given you an assignment. What is that? Make a note and submit. Understood? So that's your message to your friend. Take a note and make a note. But in your class, your teachers will give you notes. Actually, you don't want. You should take a note. Don't take it because somebody is giving. You are like this. If good or bad, I am saying. Your teachers are responsible. If they have response. Sometimes they react, but they don't have response. So if they are responsible, you are good or bad determined by your teachers. That's it, as simple as that. I am sure if you are made to sit like this, next when there is a seminar, nobody needs to tell you have to be in a line, put in like this. Automatically you will become like that. That is what is called, what you practice every day is called the culture. What is it? So you give your notes back with your comments. Marks also there. Is there anybody who got 10 out of 10? Yeah, don't trust your friend. They are cheating you actually. Nobody can be 10 out of 10. Because this sloka says, Acharyat padamadate, padam shishya sometheya, padam sa brahmacharibhya. Because they are giving you 10 out of 10 because you did not write better than that. Are you getting? Suppose I have written a point and in your notebook it is not there, then will I give 100 out of 100? 10 out of 10. So that means who evaluated you are not fit. If some teachers are giving you good marks above 975, that means your teacher is bad. They did not create questions very creatively. They copied. They repeated same question. I will never give my student more than 75%. Any judgment, any quiz competition, any TV program, I am called as judge. In Kerala, some of the TV programs on Bhagavad Gita and all, I am called as a judge. I will not give. Today everybody gets 90, 94. Actually that is, you are fooling yourself. Because same question, same answer. Everybody can mug up and then give it. No, it is not. Do you know how to write para? Para. The other day I have put already. How the questions have to be. Suppose you use two words in which there is a common letter. If you are creative, you can make a lot of questions. I gave a lot of assignments to your teachers to create some, very highly informative programs and all that. You should do it. The class should be like, your vocabulary can be just checked. I'll give an assignment. What is your school name? Write uppercase your school name totally. In long name, right? Sri, what is that? Yeah, you count the number of alphabet. Sri, Vidyaranya, International. You don't know your school name? How many letters are there totally? Yes, start counting. Vidyaranya count. How many? Total Sri Vidyaranya International School. How many alphabets are there? 32. Imagine you are a small child, 32 such alphabets which are there are given to you, and creatively you have to make a lot of words from that. 1 letter word, 2 letter words, 3 letter words, 4 letter words. Don't do it now. It's a homework for you. You will see in Vidyaranya what are all there. Because you are an English student, you learned English, right? Yes. Now guess how many single letter word meaningful? How many 2 letter word? Are you getting what I am saying? Yes. How many 3-letter words? How many 4-letter words? Up to 32. 1 month is not enough for you. Every day you create with maybe 5-letter, 6-letter, 7-letter. After 30 days, guess how many words you can make out of these alphabets. Guess. You write a number there and put a round there saying this many I can make. Write down there. Fast. Guess. Don't have to be correct. Some number. Oh, this many number of words I can make out of Vidyaranya International, Sri Vidyaranya International School. How many you can make? Guess how many? 1,000. Who said 1,000? Wonderful. Anybody else who wanted to beat him? How many? Number, I want number only. More than that. Anybody more than that? This can be a great competition. If you do this competition, if you can do it genuinely, I will tell you your vocabulary will become super in 1 month. These are all the techniques to teach English. These are all what is available. That's why board games. So much are there around you which will improve your understood. So language skill is must. Now we came from physics, geography, biology, chemistry, physics, yada pindhe tada brahmande. The English language, most important. Mother tongue, much more important. Other tongue, much more important. All languages. And where is mathematics? Mathematics is the language of science. If you love English, you must love mathematics. If you love only English and no mathematics, somewhere something wrong, not with you, your math teachers in life. If you don't love any subject, any chapter, 95020388875, I will make you to love that chapter, love that subject, and you will never forget in your life. Only one guarantee, you should not you should not stop that message with you. Spread it, tell everybody else. Got it? 21st century learning is beyond the limits. Now you got marks. Which subject you like? Write down which subject you don't like, which subject you like. Don't write the teacher's name. But imagine a teacher who is the worst teacher for you. Don't write their names. Imagine the teacher who is the best teacher for you. Imagine the teacher who was with you, who remembers you and you remember them, who are in communication. How much mark you will give it to you? How much mark you will give it to you? There are different roles for you, right? Write down roles. Number 1, either you are a daughter or a son. Correct or not? You have a doubt? Either you are a sister or a brother. Either you are a grandchild. Correct? You are a friend. You are an enemy. You are a neighbor. So many roles are there. Now write down the roles 1, 2, 3, 4, one after other, one below the other one. Now write down as a daughter, put a bracket there, write F. How much mark the father will give you? Do you think your father will rate you as 10 out of 10? Write down one number is good enough. Don't write 9 out of 10 because 10 is your scale. Out of 10 only all the marks, right? How much mark your mother will give you? Write M and put a dash and write. How much mark you will give it to you? Oh, you know I am a 100% good daughter. Everything is perfect with me. My father is useless. My mother is useless. They don't know how to evaluate me. They don't know my quality. Possible, right? Okay, now you have another job. Today evening when you go back home, right? Yes. Ask them how much mark you will give it. This is your guess, but actual one you should get from them. Got it? Now you are a sister or a brother. how much mark your brothers, sisters will give you as a sister or a evaluate. Write down all the marks now. How much marks you will get as a student from all the teachers average. Not your best teacher and worst teacher. That's why I wanted you to write that. Don't just imagine one teacher. She says I am good. No. All the teachers, all the academic, all the teachers from your childhood onwards. If they take an average, how much mark you will get? Guess. Now tell me, as a friend, how much mark you think you will get? If you cannot evaluate, write down today's date is 17th June. Do you think 7 days after today, say 25th, you can improve any of these marks? How do you get the mother talking about you to their neighbors? I'm so happy in the last 1 week. My daughter, what a change, yeah. They are all liars. Your mother is the most worst liar in this world. But you made them as liars. You know why? Morning 7 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock, they will call you and say, "Beta, get up at 7 o'clock." Does not happen at home? Why are they lying to you? Because it takes 1 hour for you to. You woke up, but you are pretending that you are sleeping. It's not me. Vivekananda told this long back. Tushti bhavam. Pretending that you are sleeping is the worst thing somebody can do. Everybody is working. Mother is working, father is working, auto driver is working, milk boy is working, conductor is working, driver is working, metro is running, aircraft is flying. And what are you doing? International student. Peacefully pretending. All of you raise your hands. Take it on your head. My Janma. Ago finished. Useless fellow. Right? I am useless. I am useless. Make it past tense. Use, make it past tense. I am useless. From tomorrow onwards, you are not normal student. You are my student. Yes or no? Yes. Tell, I am not useless. If somebody scolds you, useless fellow. No, I am not useless. I am useless. Small correction. So how are you going to use you? Nimisham jolitam sreyam naduthumayitum chiram. Nimisham jolitam sreyam. Be like a fire. We have life, right? Yes. Do you want this life to be just like a smoke? No. Or you want to show the light and power? Yes. Nimisham jolitam sreyam. Repeat. Nimisham jolitam sreyam. Nimisham jolitam sreyam. Naduthumayitum chiram. How long you live doesn't matter. But as long as you live like a fire. Fire everybody. Your parents fire you. But don't worry, you get a chance for firing them. In the Shmeshan at the end, you will fire them. Shmeshan, who will give fire to the dead body? Let them fire. When they fire you, tell you fire. I will fire you at the end. Correct? What a great system we have. Do you love your parents? Yes. Do you think they have to tell you that I have got a wonderful daughter, wonderful son? Not to you, to your neighbor. No. Tell them, look at my son. Tell your son, look at my son and learn how to become a good student. What a great boy. Doesn't matter. Okay? So you gave marks to your note, your friend's note. You know how much you know. Correct? Now close your eyes.